Welcome to the Change Management series by EkOmkaar.Technology. I am Nandita Ashok, a Prosci Certified Change Practitioner, and I've spent years working in different technology companies as a software engineer and a quality expert. In this series, we'll explore how change management works in real organizations. In the previous video, we explored the foundations of change management. We discussed what change management is and why change initiatives often fail. We also studied the major frameworks that organizations use to guide transformation, but understanding the theory is only the first step. In this video, we'll explore how change management actually works inside organizations. We'll examine how change initiatives are implemented, the roles involved, and the processes that help organizations successfully transition to new ways of working. Organizations constantly introduce new strategies, technologies, and processes. However, the success of these initiatives depends not only on the quality of the idea but also on how effectively the change is implemented. Even well designed initiatives can fail if employees are not properly prepared or supported. Uncertainty may increase, resistance may emerge, and productivity can temporarily decline. This is why change management focuses not only on the technical solution but also on the people who must adopt the change. Let us consider the change implementation journey. Most organizations have change initiatives follow a structured journey. The process begins with identifying the need for change. Organizations may seek to improve efficiency, adopt new technology, or simply respond to change in market conditions. The next step is for the leaders to develop a strategy for implementing the change. Employees must then be prepared through communication, training, and leadership support. Once the preparation is complete, the change is implemented, and finally, organizations reinforce adoption to ensure that the new way of working becomes sustainable over time. Successful change initiatives involve collaboration across several roles within the organization. The executive sponsors provide leadership and strategic direction. The change managers coordinate the people side of the transition. The project managers focus on the technical implementation of the initiative. In many companies, the project managers may act as the change managers also. Team leaders then guide their teams through the transition and address day to day challenges, and ultimately, the employees adopt the new processes and systems. It is only when these roles all work together effectively that the likelihood of successful change increases significantly. Now, leadership plays a very critical role in the success of any change initiative. Employees often look to leaders for signals about whether a change is truly important or not. When leaders clearly communicate the vision, actively support their employees, and remove any obstacles to the change that can slow the progress, that is when employees are most likely to embrace the change. A strong leadership can build confidence and reduce uncertainty, thus encouraging the adoption of the change. In fact, different change management surveys indicate that one of the greatest contributors in success to any change management is the participation and support of leadership team. Next comes communication. Communication is the backbone of change management. Employees need to understand why the change is happening and how it will affect their work. Without clear communication, uncertainty can increase and resistance may grow. Effective communication explains the purpose of the change, highlights its benefits, and provides clarity about what employees should expect during the transition. Developing a detailed and timely communication plan for sharing ideas and progress of the change initiative helps to create trust among all stakeholders. Consider a startup that introduces a new project management software. Without any communication, employees might think they are being monitored. They may resist using it, and productivity definitely drops. But with proper communication, the leaders can explain the benefits of the new system, its purpose, and how it will reduce the workload of the employees. This will motivate the employees to take proper training. The team adopts it quickly and no longer will be resistant to the change. Training plays a key role in helping employees adapt to new systems and processes. Organizations may provide workshops, hands on training sessions, documentation, guides, and coaching to support the employees during their transition. When employees feel confident in their ability to use new tools and processes, adoption becomes much easier. Whereas without adequate training, even well designed systems are bound to fail and fail to achieve the intended benefits. Organizations also need to evaluate whether their change initiatives are achieving the intended results. Different metrics such as adoption rates, productivity improvements, employee feedback, and a reduction in potential operational issues provide valuable insights. These measurements also help the leaders determine whether the change is working and if any additional support may be needed. A successful change does not end once a new system or process is introduced. Organizations must continue reinforcing new behaviors to ensure that the change becomes part of everyday operations. They may involve continued communication, additional training, leadership reinforcement, and even recognition of teams that successfully adopt a new approach. In summary, successful change management requires more than implementing the new technology or processes, leadership commitment, clear communication, effective training, and continuous reinforcement. Ultimately, the success of a change initiative depends on whether employees adopt and sustain the new ways of working. Even when organizations follow these change management practices, success is never guaranteed. While some companies transform successfully, others struggle to adapt. In the next video, we will examine real examples from major companies to understand why some companies change successfully and others fail. Thank you and see you in the next video.